What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be going over tips for growing your sneaker collection. So let's go over a few tips that have helped me grow my collection. First one being ask for birthdays and Christmas. This is a great way to get a pair for Christmas. You get a pair for your birthday. This pair, they're not always going to be the hype pairs, the pairs that are $600 because, your parents don't have that kind of money. Maybe they do. Maybe you're rich. So I asked for some shoes for Christmas. These are the ones I got. They're not hype, but they're a cool shoe, and I like them. I wear them a lot. They're comfortable, and it's another shoe to your collection. So these are the Nike React Live Premiums in the neon green colorway. I really like this shoe. Green is my favorite color. And I think the little pink cord here is super sick. So that's tip number one. Ask for your birthdays, ask for Christmas. Another pair I got, not for Christmas, but for my birthday, was these Nike Blazers. Blazers are one of the most popular shoes. They are right now, and they always have been. They always will be. Blazers are just a classic silhouette. I love this shoe. These are the Blazer mids in the recycled jersey colorway. I really love these. I got these for my birthday. My mom got them off Nike. I've had these for probably 2 years now. So there's another shoe. I've also got 2 pairs of Air Maxes that I got for my birthday and for Christmas. So that's a great way if you want to build your sneaker collection. Ask for birthdays, ask for Christmas. They're not always going to be hype, so if you're only going after hype stuff, don't bother, because your parents, unless you're rich, they probably are not going to get those off-white Chicagos you want. Next is don't buy immediately after release. If you can get them for retail on release day, that's a great way to get them. I go for tons of drops. I barely ever get them, but don't ever buy the day of or the day after if you're not getting them for retail. This is because shoes go right after they drop, they are at their peak price. So that's not, so I paid $190 including fees. So I was able to save $100, $110 just by waiting 3 months. If you really want a shoe, just wait a little longer. The price will come down, especially now with the sneaker market crash. Now is a good time to get sneakers. Newly released Jordans are bricking. You look at the Jordan 5 Green Beans. Those aren't going for very much. The Jordan 1 High Stealths, those are going for $160 on StockX right now. The Green Beans are only going for $150. Just every Jordan, they're sitting on shelves. Right now, with the sneaker market crash, because of inflation and everything, it's a really good time to get sneakers. But yeah, next tip, buy used. Now some people don't like buying used because, they don't like the idea of putting their foot in a shoe that somebody else is wearing, which I think is really stupid. These shoes I got used. These are a pair of shoes that I've been wanting for probably 2 years. They're the Jordan 5, the Pro Stars, or the Poison Greens. They're called different on StockX and Go, so I'm not really sure which one to call them. But here they are. This is a $300 shoe that I got for $180. I've worn these a bunch already. They're still super clean. When they came, just look. Barely creasing at all. Super clean. No paint is coming off. No, it's not crumbling. And the outsole is still almost ice. There was a little bit of dust, but other than that, just in super good condition. The insole hasn't even faded away. Buying used, people hate the idea of it, but it's going to save you so much money. These are going for about $300 on StockX. So I saved $120. That's almost half what I would have paid brand new on StockX than what I did pay. I bought these used on Go. If you want to save money on your sneakers, growing your sneaker collection, buying used is probably the best thing you can do. Tip number 4 is going to be don't just buy the hype sneaker. So lots of people will, fall into this trap of, the only cool thing is the hype sneakers. And the thing is, if you only buy the hype sneakers, you're going to have one pair of sneakers that is going to cost you the same as if you got 3 or 4 pairs that you actually did like. And the thing with hype is they could be hype one year and then brick the next. So you never know. And the truth is, you might not even like that shoe. You might just be getting it because it's hype, and that's what people think are cool. Whereas if you had bought the 3 or 4 other shoes that are going to cost the same amount of money, you really do like those shoes, and you're gonna wear them a bunch. With those hype sneakers, people don't like wearing them because they're so expensive, and they don't want to get them dirty. They don't want to crease them. So if you're buying $1,000 worth of shoes, and you could be getting 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of shoes that you're actually going to be wanting to wear because you didn't spend spend a whole rack on one pair of shoes. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is kind of the same thing, just kind of piggybacking off that last one. Buy bricks. If you don't know what a brick is, it's when a shoe drops, for example, the Jordan 5 Green Beans. The Jordan 5 Green Beans drop, and instead of having $100, $150 in resale value, they're only selling for $150, $170, which is $50 under retail. So a brick is just a shoe that releases and has little to no resale value. And the thing with bricks is they'll brick 1 year, and then in another year or two, they'll be the sneaker that everyone wishes they would have had. Which I think that's going to happen with the Heritage ones, the Stealth ones, lots of shoes that people are sleeping on. I think in a few years they are going to go up in price. So buying bricks is a good way to save money, not just save money though. It's a good way, if you like hype sneakers, buying bricks is kind of like a long-term investment. You buy the shoe, it's not hype, it has no resale value, but you like the shoe, and so you got it, and in 2-3 years, they're now worth, $100, $150, $200 more than what you paid for. Now that they're used, you can sell them and make even more money than what you paid for them brand new. So buying bricks, that's tip number 5. And tip number 6 isn't really for collecting, but when you get shoes, wear your shoes. Lots of people, they buy them and then they just sit on shelves. The problem with that is you let a pair of shoes sit for a year and you don't wear them, they're gonna crumble on you anyways. So wearing your sneakers is actually a good way to keep them in good condition. Wearing them will keep them from crumbling. So lots of people, they'll buy the holy grail of sneakers, for example, the Yeezy 2 Red Octobers. They buy the shoe and they get it for, what's it worth now, 15 grand? And since they spent so much money on it, they just let it sit on a shelf because, they don't want to ruin the shoe, they don't want to crease it, they don't want to discolor it. But the reality is, if you let it sit there for too long, it's going to crumble in on you anyways. The midsole is just going to crumble. And so wearing your shoes is a good way to keep your shoes in good condition. So that's tip number 6, and that is going to be the final tip to cap off this video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to go hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we will catch you next time. Peace.